Alright, it's been about a week or so. The weather hasn't been cooperating. It's cold. I got my heated vest on, my little light on up here. But we got the whole thing done inside. We got the kill mat up. We got the insulation up. I got the speaker, plastic speaker and light mount thing up here. I put a couple pieces of duct tape on it just to hold it out of the way for when I slide the headliner in. Headliner is all ready to go in. I think my game plan of action, not game plan or plan of whatever. I think that's going to be, I'm just going to come out here with the headliner. I'm going to slot it in. I'm going to try to prop it using the front seats to hold it up, and then slot it right over the rearview mirror. So I'll have it up high, and then I could start working on getting it up and the trim pieces in pretty much the same as we took it out. Just go a little at a time, sharp little X-Acto knife or razor knife, and to cut any holes that I might have missed. It's really just the rear seat belt, all the holes where bolts go through, and the sun visors have that little triangle shape, which I already sliced after I glued back all the big openings for the speakers and the lights and everything like that. Those all got triangle slashed and glued back over, and then we'll just get it all buttoned up same way it went in, same way it went out. Should go in, hopefully. We'll see. Second set of hands would be helpful here. I'm going to say sun visors and seat belts first. Sun visors hold it in the front, the light fixture holds it in the middle, the side trim holds it on the sides. Seat belts. So sun visors, because they have to go through a hole, and seat belts have to go through a hole, so I have to slice with the razor blade. That's going to be the key here. So I'm going to do sun visors and the seat belts, and get the hardware and the screws. Well, holy shit. Putting it in takes a lot longer than taking it out. It only took me about 20-25 minutes to take it out. Getting it in, remembering where all the screws go. I didn't, like I said, I didn't cut every little hole and breach in the thing, which created a problem next time when it's out on the table. When I do this again on another vehicle or in the future, I'm going to cut everything out and flap it back, because that was a pain in the ass. Getting the sun visors in was a pain in the ass. I didn't have that big enough, and I didn't know where the screws went. It took a while to figure it out. Lost the light completely. I'm down to the end here. I got to put one more speaker in, and we're done. But it definitely is tedious, and nobody says this when you put it back in. Oh, it's just like taking it out. It's a lot more tedious, especially if you have glasses, especially if you have like bifocals or progressives, because you're looking up, and you're inside the vehicle looking up, so the lighting's never good there. So you need some kind of light like I have behind me. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this up in the dark, and I'm gonna give you a few shots of what it looks like in the daylight, hopefully tomorrow. And then I'm going to recap this, what I would do differently, what I wouldn't do, and how I would tackle this again, because I'm going to be doing this again soon. And you'll find out why in a few videos. Not right now, though. But, wow, my neck hurts looking up. It sucks. But we'll be back with you when there's some light and I'm done with this. Well, I should have waited for today, because the next day it's actually pretty mild compared to yesterday, and I could have got this done without the dark. But anyway, I finished up in the dark, and it all worked out pretty well. Let me show you what we got. Put new speakers in while we were at it. Sun sun visors nice and covered. You could see the fleece really went around those bulges for the speakers, glued down nice, stretched down nice. I'm really happy with the way it came out. Those sun visors up front, they look really good. Did the sun visors in a previous video. Alright, so this project is done, and I'm extremely happy with the way it came out. A couple of do's and don'ts. The adhesive worked fine. I used the Super 77. I'll link it in the description below. The fleece worked out fine. It's a medium weight fleece fabric that I bought from a bulk fabric place online. If you can go somewhere locally and pick out a fabric, that would be the best choice. You want to get something that's the same pattern on the front side and the back side. And the reason being is that we had a lot of trouble seeing the glue because the fleece that we ordered online had a white back, so the pattern was only on one side, and we had a tough time seeing how much glue we were putting down on the fleece. So if you could get a fleece that has the pattern on both sides or is dark on one side that you spray in the glue, it might be a little bit easier. Ours was just white and it just didn't work out. The other thing was all the screws that you take out of everything, keep them separate. So your sun visor screws, your speaker screws, the clips, so that you know where they go, because with our project it went over a few week period. We pulled it out and stretched it out just because it's the winter and the weather didn't cooperate, so we weren't doing it all in one weekend. If you're doing it all in one weekend, you'll remember where everything goes, but if not, that was a hassle. And putting it back in, like I said, we only opened up the big openings for the speakers and the lights, and we didn't open up all the little ones, which created a little bit of an installation problem because we couldn't really see in there or get in there very easily. So I would open up all of those holes, and the seatbelt, where the seatbelt mounts go through, take a picture of what it looked like before and after, because there's like this sort of like this flat clip on it, and that created a little bit of a difficulty getting it in and getting that bolt in. It was tedious. It was a lot more tedious and time consuming to get it back in. That a lot of the videos that I saw, people didn't talk about that. They just said put it in the same way you take it out. And you are, but it does take a little bit more time and it's a little more tedious, especially because you don't want to damage anything. But when it's all said and done, it came out really well. The big thing, and I'm going to link all the products I use below in the description, the biggest thing is we actually had to run some errands last night after this was all done. And driving it with the kill mat and the duct insulation that we use in the ceiling, it completely eliminated. It felt like a different car. I didn't hear any rattles, any tinniness, anything. It felt like I was driving a different car, even a newer car for that matter. It really was a night and day difference. Putting that sound deadening and that insulation up there, it really just quieted everything down. Really nice. It made the sound out of the speakers, well, they're going to be better. With the speakers, give you a little hint, and I'll link these below too. We used a decent speaker, nothing crazy fancy, and nothing, bottom of the line. It was, a mid-range, inexpensive Kicker brand speaker, and I'll link it below. It's a 6.5, and these are 5.5s that come factory. It's a 6.5, and it fit in the 5.5 hole with the factory screw holes. It all fit perfectly, and you could even put the factory covers over them if you wanted to. We chose not to and used the ones that came in the box because they looked a little bit better and they matched better because they're black, and the factory ones would have been that gray, which might not have really went with the headliner style that Emily picked out for Cosmo here. But I hope you enjoyed the video series. This is a whole playlist. I think we got 4 videos in total doing the headliner. Hope you enjoyed them. I hope they're informative. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. And as always, thanks for watching.